extra time.
India may claim some moral victory after fighting their backsides off at SAG in the last test, but they're also missing Jasprit Bumrah and I think Ravindra Jadeja for the next test match. How much would that impact the contest, you think?
Well, hopefully it impacts it a lot. But I've said this is going to be the survival of the fittest this summer. It's really interesting how many injuries there's been throughout this summer. We saw it. We suffered through it through the white ball series, if you remember, and through the test series. I can't help, and we'll review this, I can't help but think that the IPL this year was in really probably wasn't ideal timing for anyone, certainly for such a big series like this. I love the IPL. It's a bit, I look at the IPL now like I used to look at county cricket for our young players. They go and play county cricket and it helps their cricket development enormously. I think it's the same with the IPL with our players now. It helps their white ball development. But the timing of it, because of what happened with COVID, probably wasn't ideal. And I just wonder whether that's having an impact on the injuries that we're seeing for both teams throughout the summer. So, I'm sure we'll all review that. And I've said when I was asked at the start of summer about Virat not being here, if Virat, you take your best players out of any team, whether it's our team or our opponent, of course it's going to have an impact, or it's potentially going to have an impact. So, but Test cricket's, like I keep saying, survival of the fittest, and we can't concentrate on what India are doing. We're just going to concentrate on what we're doing to make sure we're up for this contest.
Just a quick one on Will Bukowski. What would you rate his chances of recovering in time for the test? And if he is unavailable, is it fair to say Marcus Harris will be straight in?
Yeah, probably look like that. I know that, look, Will had a sore shoulder before he fell on it. He was actually going to have a scan after that day's play anyway, just to see what was happening. Thought might have a little jab in there and it might be a bit of bursitis or something. So he was going to have that scan anyway. He fell on it as well. We'll see how he pulls up today. We're really hopeful he'll get up. And if he doesn't, the obvious thing would be that Marcus Harris would come in as the opener.
How's David going, and does that weigh into the decision at all? Is there any apprehension if there's two openers who are not quite 100%?
No, look, we'll just see. He's a young guy. He's just played his first test, so mentally he's going to be exhausted anyway. After a test match, it's tiring business. So we'll keep an eye on how he pulls up today. With shoulders, as long as he can bat, okay, he can catch. It's not as big a deal in Test cricket for us. But we just have to see how. We'll know. We'll probably know by tonight, I reckon, whether he'll be right to go. It's either going to be a quick turnaround and he's back up and into it, or it might be a few weeks. But again, we'll find out. As for Davey, I want to make this really clear that he's an old pro and he's earned the right. And before the test match, we asked him if he was right to go, and we made a collective decision. He was absolutely adamant he was right to go. We saw how he went through it. We knew, I said before the last test match, he's going to have to deal with a little bit of pain because the muscle part of injury has cleared 100%. We had another scan 2 nights ago. And his tendon's going to be sore. I mean, that's what happens with tendon injuries. He's going to be in a bit of pain, but it's 100% his decision to play. We worked together on it, and I'm confident, 100% confident that he's right to go for the test match.
I feel like this is right up your alley. Maybe a couple of the players copped a bit of some things unfairly, and this could be one of those gutsy backs to the wall Aussie performances to win a series. Is that the way you're looking at it?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, more importantly is that, my role, if behind closed doors, if our guys are stepping out of line, we talk about it. We've talked a lot about what happened on that last day, and we already have, and we'll continue to do that. I hope over the last 3 years we've shown ourselves to be, really good people and sports people on and off the cricket field. So we don't shy away. I mean, the captain got up publicly and put his leadership on the line yesterday and said that's not how we do it, and that takes great courage to do that. So we've shown that, and when it comes to this test match, again, it's great for Test cricket, isn't it? That we're at the end of the summer, a tough summer with everything that's going on, with all the COVID restrictions that have been and that are coming up, with all these extra distractions. We come down to Brisbane and it's 1-1 in the series. Border Gavaskar Trophy. I mean, how good is that? And our guys, after bowling 120 odd overs in Sydney on a really flat wicket, we're going to get ourselves back up and be ready for this Test match. It's bring it on.
So much talk leading in about what conditions will be like for you guys in Brisbane. Are you able to quickly just paint the picture as to, what you can and can't do in the hotel and who you can mingle with and sort of what the setup is like up in Brisbane for you?
It's all good. We're ready to go. It's all fine.
Do you think that India is at a stage where, they are kind of unnerving the Australians, something like South Africa in the past used to do, if you go back 10 years, 12 years back?
Oh, look, I don't think that we're getting unnerved. I think culturally we're very different the way we play the game, and that's okay. We expect that. But no, I think it's been a good contest. What I love about is that Test cricket's on the map, isn't it? I mean, I say it every year when people start talking about the demise of Test cricket. I look at it and go, it's another example of people are talking about cricket because of Test cricket. I mean, it's a great contest. It's the two best teams in world cricket at the moment going at it. It's brilliant. It's been an arm wrestle since the first Test match. And Test cricket it is, people do get under each other's skin, don't they? Whether it's, and that's what great Test cricket's all about. So I've thought from the start, this series is going to be the survival of the fittest, mentally and physically. And we're seeing that. So it comes down to the last Test match in Brisbane. It's mouth-watering, isn't it, for Test cricket that the two best teams are going at it, and one of us has to win to retain or take back the Border Gavaskar Trophy. So it's Test cricket at its best, and I'm loving every minute of the contest, as are our players. The distractions are just part of the theatre and the drama of Test cricket. It is now, and it always has been, as long as I've been around anyway.
Hit the subscribe option and the bell icon to get all the exclusive sports videos on Extra Time.